All right, y'all. We are live for Winnipeg at Dallas. Game 6 between the Jets and the Stars. Now at home, Winnipeg. Oops, sorry, I'm not signed in to chat. Give me a second here. Had to do another fresh install. If I remember my email, I can never start properly. I can never start right. You know what I mean? Let's get that. Trying to get this a little more square. Like I said, I had to do a whole nother full reset on everything. So all my settings are gone. Had to redo my scenes for the second time this week. It's me. And there we go. All right. Let's try this again. Live for Winnipeg at Dallas. Game 6 between the Jets and the Stars. Now, on the road, Jets had an incredible comeback game after going down 3-1 and 5-2. Now, when Dallas wins, Winnipeg scores on average 2 goals. When the Jets win, the Stars score on average 0 goals. So it's kind of wild to see, right? So like Dallas wins 3-2 in Winnipeg. Winnipeg comes back 4-0 at home. Go to Dallas, lose 5-2, lose 3-1. Go back to Winnipeg, win 4-0 again. And, you know, it's something that I've said about Dallas for a while. Mel, probably going to talk about that tonight if Mel jumps in here. The ice in Dallas is shit. It's always shit. It's always been shit. Yeah, it's trash. You'll watch guys fall all over the place with no one touching them, right? So we're expecting that. And then they go to Winnipeg and it's just much better. But like I said, within the last, oh damn it, sorry. So the last 3 games have gone 5-2 Dallas, 3-1 Dallas, both at home, 4-0 Winnipeg and Winnipeg. I'm taking Dallas. This is another one where it hasn't strictly been home team wins. However, it has been Dallas at home wins. So if we go back, trying to remember how Colorado went in that sense. Colorado and Dallas. That's still Edmonton. Let's go back a little further here. If we go here, it should be Stars Avalanche. Where is it? So it went Colorado, Dallas, in Dallas, Dallas, Colorado, in Colorado, and then each team won at home. So each team won 1 in the other place and then won 1 at home. So Dallas has a streak at winning at home, essentially. So far, 2 of their 7 wins have been on the road. The other 5 are in Dallas. I don't think I did my math right there. 12 games, 2. I'm talking wins specifically. I think that's where I screwed myself up. I was thinking games, but I'm thinking wins specifically. 2 have been away. The other 5 have been, yeah, okay. Wow. Basic math. Public schools, ladies and gentlemen. And it still looks crooked to me. A little bit better. And we can drop it just a hair lower. Cool. So I figured, like, I knew it'd probably be a little bit of a later puck drop than normal, but I thought it'd be a little closer to this. Yeah, see, I made the post thinking I'm running late, dude. I'll just throw a post up since I'm running late. And yeah, we still got like 15 minutes. Whoops. So what are we thinking? Like I said, I'm taking Dallas like 5-2. I would love to have a lot more faith in Hellebuck on the road, but the reality is he just hasn't shown it. So, all right, 12:15. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't have. I need to get a timer script. Hang on. Is this the one that I was using? Yeah. So where's the script? Can't open it? No. Okay. Well, shit. Not it. Then curious between these two teams only, which one you consider dirty and why? Dude, why do you keep coming back here? Like, I'm surprised you show up on that chat. I don't understand. Figure out. Oh, I guess that'll have to do. While I'm doing this. All right. I'm trying to remember how to get a timer up here so I can start counting down. Oh, that's how. Damn it. Okay. Anyway, give me a second here. All right. That's all I needed to do right there. This doesn't, we'll call it, what, 9 minutes? Scripts. Oh, come on. I don't understand. I gotta put something in here. All right, sorry, I'm trying to figure this out on the fly. I can't remember how to do this. Oh, that ain't it. Read from file. Oh, what am I missing here? Because I'm missing something. There it is. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so this is starting off fantastic, ain't it? Good grief. I am on the struggle bus from hell, y'all. And it's been a fantastic day. Hang on a second. There we go. Now we're closer to actual time. At least I believe so. So I was talking about I'm taking Dallas like 5-2 before this whole mess just started, which I'm sorry. This has been a fantastic way to get going. But between the two teams, that's, like I said, I'm not really a fan of old boy being in here because the dude has no objective reality. He just lives in the little world where everybody else is wrong, not me. And I'm just not a fan of that. But like after watching these playoffs, Dallas flops harder than anybody I've ever seen. Like as a group, as a team. And Dallas has been dirty as shit. Bischel is dirty. Ben is dirty. They're all a little bit afraid of actual real life, let's go at each other and fight. But I'm not a fan. From what I've seen with Winnipeg, I'm trying to run through the cycle of all the games I've watched of Winnipeg. There was a lot more. Yori, hey, I appreciate you being here, brother. Like I said, it was definitely not a great start to it, but like every time I started talking, something was going on and it just threw me all out of whack. Just like that. Now I can't remember what I thought. My brain went flat. But like from watching Winnipeg, there was a lot more dirt from them against St. Louis than I've seen against Dallas. I still can't believe Ben skated into Manson's stick and dropped to the ground like he got shot. I really just, my brain just, it can't handle it. But watching Ben punch Scheifele, like Scheifele definitely took a book out of Dallas's pages and just, or took a page out of Dallas's book, something like that, and hit the ice, dragging the ref with him, the official with him. I was like, come on, buddy. Come on. I'd have rather watched him just drop his stick and go nuts and even lose the fight than to get that left from Ben and flop like that. However, that was a bullshit punch by Ben. But again, I haven't been a fan of Jamie Benn since he tried to break Mark Stone's neck in 23. That is still one of the. Do you know the guy is coming back from a neck surgery? And while he's on the ice, completely laid out on his side on the ice, Jamie Benn comes from a full up, standing, like proper stood up, comes all the way down straight to Mark Stone's neck. That was one of the nastiest things I've seen in hockey, at least in a long time. In the NHL, let's call it that, because there's a lot of, in the NHL specifically, that was like, holy shit, that was dirty. And so that completely changed my perception about Dallas. And then it just kept getting, or it didn't get worse, but the bullshit kept happening. And then on top of that, the Stars fans were throwing stuff on the ice, throwing popcorn and soda on Hilly and Colasar as they're walking on the ice. And it was like, man, oh, I'm not arguing with that, Yuri. It's by no means, like, to be honest, as much bullshit that has come from Dallas the past couple years, they are nowhere near the dirtiest team in the league. But they definitely are. Like, Bischel has gotten away with about 350 cross checks since the playoffs started. And that has irritated the shit out of me, because a lot of times it's been in moments where a guy's open for a pass to get a shot on net, but then he gets cross checked, so the pass can't be made, or the pass misses and there's no call. Wait for it. I got to fix the chat in a second. Wait for it. Nice! Anywho. Now that we're back to our normally scheduled programming. Said it before, I'll say it again. Every now and then, ice cold water goes above and beyond being heavenly. Like it like when you're real thirsty, and especially with, a lot of people like room temperature water, which I totally get. Some people like just absolutely hate ice cold water, but every now and then, I don't know if anybody else is this way, but my body just like, yo, because I carry this thing around all day and it always has water in it. And like I said, every now and then that coldness hits at it. Oof. I don't know what it is. Feels good, man. Feels good. Hang on, let me double. Okay. Trying to check all my volumes and stuff. Like I said, everything's been a little bit changed around since I had so the last time I reinstalled Windows, it saved to my spinning hard drive. And that is absolutely horrible, and I absolutely know why. So that actually really sucked. So I'm hoping everything works better now that it's on the SD or the M.2. All right, Winnipeg wins the face-off, dumping it in deep. Lundell back first. Tries to get it up the high wall. It comes out. Granlund gets it and get it across to Hintz. Hintz battles for it. Puck comes out front and a shot by Rantanen, saved by Hellenbuck. And we are off to a hot start from the Stars. Like, Winnipeg dumped it in. Dallas got back fast, turned around, and sent it right back out. Gotta give it to him. Well done. And that was a good job by Hintz fighting Scheifele around the back of the net to get the puck out to Rantanen. Face off to the right of Hellebuck. Duchesne. Never mind. It's Duchesne and Nemetsnikov. Not really sure why they killed that one. I think it was the guys on the outside. Face off won by Dallas, but a little too far out of their reach. Sagan's going to dump it back in. Hellebuck to play it. Goes up the high boards. Dallas gets in the way. Cross the crease. Harley shoots. Ends up on net. Hellebuck kicks it away. So Sagan with an opportunity that just goes across the top of the blue. Followed up by a shot from Harley that just hit a bunch of stuff. Ooh, a pass attempt from the high corner of by Winnipeg, and Dallas' zone sends the puck out. And who is this? Heiskanen. I'm so not used to seeing the number 4 for Dallas. Stars up the low boards to Rantanen. Tipped in. Pionk back. Takes a high check from Rantanen. How is that not a penalty? Scheifele over to the high point. Dumped down back to Scheifele. Out front. And the Stars clear. Good play. Can't see the number there. I think that's Lundell. Puck all the way through everybody. Connor's going to set back up in, or he's going to get Pionk set up in Winnipeg zone. Dude, that looked like a high cross check right there to me. I could be wrong. I'm willing to accept that. Looked a little rough. Oh, puck up ahead, but he skated in backwards before he took control of the puck. And there he goes. Wee! Wee! Marchment! Wee! Yeah, that is a nuts deflection. Comes off the skate of Morrissey straight across the Hellebuck, which was nice. If that thing had any angle on it, it's not coming back out the way it did once it hits Hellebuck's skate. It must have hit somebody on the bench because I'm not sure why. I thought it was just an offsides, but that puck must have hit somebody because the face-off dot was on the other side of neutral. Or the face-off was on the other side of neutral. Ooh, good hit down low by Dallas. Who is that? Steele. Who did he pop? Is that Morrissey? Is it? Yeah, I think it was. Lowry trying to get it to the net, shut down by Bischel. Puck doesn't get far down the low wall. Marchment headed back out into the Winnipeg zone. Just outplays McCabe, but then gets shut down. He put a move on McCabe for sure. Down deep into the high corner of the Dallas zone. Barron fighting for it. Comes low. And able to get it clear. Dallas into the zone. Henson, Rantanen. Hintz just got straight cross-check. No pet. That could have been interference. That could have been a cross-check. That should be a trip. Like, what is going on? I can't believe Dallas is getting screwed right now. 3 calls in a row. Just go completely unseen. I mean, three penalties in about 6 seconds, just completely ignored. That is absolutely insane. Or at least 2. I'll give him 2. Because Hintz just straight up got cross-checked well after the puck was gone. And then he gets tripped right in front of the net. Johnston kicked out of the face-off, Rantanen in. Robertson to his left. Looked a little bit false starty, but we'll go ahead and let it go. Heiskanen to the net. It goes wide. Duchesne. Nope. Harley trying to get it down. Winnipeg's got it clear. Heiskanen back up to the low boards. Robertson dumps it in. Wyatt Johnston chasing it. Ooh, he puts a little bit of a good play on Sandberg, and that causes a turnover. Rantanen shoots, goes wide. Pionk battling with Rantanen down low. Rantanen just shoves his ass out of the way. Rantanen's a big boy. When he wants to play like a big boy, he absolutely does. Pionk behind his own net, waiting. Ben comes into the crease, waiting to apply pressure, but he passes it out. Kyle Connor, top of the low circles, dumps it down the low board. Scheifele throws it out front to Kyle Connor, but it circles around all the way to DeMello at the low point. Puck down low again. Scheifele looking for something to do with it. Low corner up to the low point. DeMello tries to toss it back down off a stick and into the netting. Yeah, let's see. Showing the replays of Winnipeg getting out of their zone and being able to just storm right into the Dallas zone. And I mean, so far it's not quite as clean as it had as what they were showing, but I mean, they're doing pretty well. Well, more or less, they're doing enough to prevent too many good chances. They're letting Dallas shoot. It's just not making its way to the net, so there's only one on goal. I'll look at something real quick. Sorry, I had one of those, you know, the pictures in my head. A thought? That's the one. Sorry, I should not have taken the time when I did because there are bodies just laid out. Who's that? Oh, they just said, yeah, Steele gave an extra couple of swats, but it was fair enough. No, that's where he went too far. And Shen just said, fuck it. It just took his ass out. Just under 5 minutes gone in the first. Shots are 2-0 Dallas. Shot attempts are about 17-0 Dallas. But so far, Winnipeg's doing a good job to get people in front of Winnipeg to cause deflections. Not going to work forever. Eventually, somebody's going to get lucky. And if somebody ends up getting lucky and it's a stupid goal, Hellebuck's going to be that's where Hellebuck's mentality is, or his mental game's just a little bit on the weak side. Like, not saying he is. It's just if a stupid goal lands on him, it's harder for him to get his mindset back to the way it was before that happened. Pionk down low, fighting for the puck. Comes loose, and Heiskanen just going to storm in. Battle by Pionk. Great stick by Pionk right at the blue line to take the puck away from Heiskanen. Pionk waiting. Throws it up ahead to Ehlers. Hard slap shot from Ehlers. Misses the net. Dude, Ottinger, I don't know if Ottinger saw that. He kind of looked like he just pulled an owl where he just get big. And we've got an offsides on Dallas. Again, first period kind of sort of doesn't matter with these two. Once we get about halfway through the second period, we'll start really seeing how things are going. Unless somebody just drops 3 immediately. But I don't know. I'm taking Dallas the whole way. All the way across. Nope. Ehlers couldn't get the pass through. Can't see who that is. Labushkin. Perfetti tries to get it down low to Ehlers. He misses, and Lundell is going to put it on the stick of Labushkin. Bennett all the way across to the blue line. Great pass turned over off the stick of Duchesne. But it's like, as much as I'm taking Dallas, the only reason I'm a little bit skeptical is because they kind of have that Florida 2023 Florida vibe. Ooh, puck misses the net from the shot by Ceci at the point. Connor trying to get it out. Harley keeps it in for a moment. The Donov takes it up in neutral, and Ceci back the other way. Harley going in deep with Robertson. Robertson sends it around to the high boards. Big hit by Fleury on Ceci. Dallas keeps going to the middle, fought off. The Donov missed the net wide. Woo! Fleury flips it off the boards. Harley keeps it in for a moment, and then it's out. Damn, y'all. 12 and a half to go in the first. They took a shot away from Dallas. Shots are 1-0. Like I said, man, Winnipeg hasn't had much towards Oettinger. They've had a few, but like half, maybe, a third of what Dallas has had attempt-wise. Winnipeg stopped at the blue line. Pionk back into his zone, and Sandberg tosses it to Niederreiter, who brings it back into his zone to Sandberg. Other way, guys. Pionk to Sandberg, across the red line, into the Dallas zone. Appleton throws it to the net. I was calling Appleton McCabe. That's on me. I've got Toronto on the brain. Puck ends up high on Granlund's stick. Hintz chasing down the puck. And, how is that not a penalty either way? Because it looked like Hintz actually hooked him. And then Pionk or DeMel, whoever that was chasing him down, grabbed the stick. Like, that should have been a hooking/holding penalty. Heiskanen across the red line. Dallas 3-on-3. Duchesne shoots, hits the guy in front of him. Trying to get it clear, doesn't work. Backhand on a wide open net, misses somehow. Hellebuck was nowhere near where he was supposed to be. Top of the circles. Down low. Heiskanen into the middle. Ben shoots, hits a skate. Puck to the high corner. Fleury ends up going down. Dude, there better not be a penalty in this entire game. I'm just saying, like, I can't believe how much Dallas is getting screwed in Dallas. It really is insane. That's like the overtime game where the bullshit tripping call happened at the end between Edmonton and LA. That's kind of how this is being called. There's no such thing as a penalty right now. And it's wild to me. Like I said, Dallas is not getting calls. I don't know if I've ever heard of that happening. Money on the Panthers, Jets, and the Oilers to win the Cup. Do they have a good chance? Panthers, yes. Jets and Oilers, no. Well, I mean, you definitely have a good chance. But I would say Panthers are the best chance. Probably the Oilers after them, and then the Jets. It's like, I do say that, but again, I can't count the Jets out of it just because of Game 7 against St. Louis. Like, if they can do that, they can come back from a 1 or 2 goal loss, or they can come back from losing 1 or 2 games in the series. So it's hard to count them out only because of the way they've played this year. If you look at Winnipeg from the last couple of years, you can't believe they're still here. So there is a little possibility with the Jets. The one thing I would say is you bet on 2 teams one of which would have to beat the other one. So choosing 2 teams out of one side to win it. I mean, hey, it's an interesting choice because you're basically guaranteeing you lose one of the bets. Like, you know what I mean? Coming back for puck drop. Or coming back from commercial break. I was expecting the scoreboard to pop up way sooner because, I mean, shit. Anya, hello. How is your Saturday going? All right, face off to the right of Hellebuck, Lowry. Rantanen gets kicked out, so it's going to be Wyatt Johnston against Lowry. Sandberg all the way around the high boards trying to catch Niederreiter. Niederreiter and Appleton negate the icing. I'm kind of surprised by that no whistle. Puck coming up the low boards. Puck down to Harley from Duchesne. Poked away to the low corner by Pionk. Little big cross check by Robertson. And another big cross check. And Sandberg and Robertson are going at it. And I think that was... Who was that? That was nuts. Good, right on. I'm glad you're having a good middle half-ish start, kind of depending on your outlook to the weekend. Connor trying to chase it down. Lindell beats him to it. Puck all the way back to the Winnipeg blue line. And Scheifele gets it to Velarde, who dumps it deep. Connor putting pressure on Lindell. Scheifele ends up beating Marchman in on the low boards. Steele just comes in and pins him to the glass. Like, good grief, man. There is all kinds of nastiness going across both ways here. Like, I'm not limiting it to the guys in green, but they've done some stuff already. Especially down the other way with those cross checks were wild. But there, Winnipeg has committed at least like 5 blatant, like, bro, you got to call that penalties, and they ain't done shit about it. Puck dumped into the Dallas zone behind Ottinger. Labushkin trying to push it down low. He's got Bischel to help him. They both go down. And then Granlund goes down. Good Lord. Pionk to Scheifele. Sorry, that's Perfetti. Ottinger makes the save. All the way up. They catch Hintz. Good pressure on Hintz by Pionk. Holy cow, that was a fantastic defensive play. Coming around to the top of the high circle, Labushkin dumps it back around. Rantanen taps it back up the low boards. Perfetti tries to get it further into neutral, and he does. But Dallas is going to come right back the other way. Granlund gets it deep into that low corner. Hintz just took a blast from Shen. Holy... I mean, Hintz came up slow. I can't remember who 73 for Winnipeg is. Oh, Shen just chucked the puck up and out of play. Holy shit, that hit from Shen. Perfetti going low. Why are you going low against the Otter, bro? Okay, I didn't mean for that to rhyme. That's on me. But, and I will say that Bobrovsky disappointed me yesterday because I kept saying, stop trying to beat Bobrovsky on the ice. You're not going to do it. He's doing fantastic with his pads. And then like 45 seconds later was the first goal from Toronto, which went 5-hole on Bobrovsky. And it was like, all right, shit. Like, okay, you're making me look bad here, Bob. I'm trying to have your back, dude. But with Otter right there, Perfetti goes up high. Hell, hit Ottinger right in the face. Hit him right there. Get the deflection. It's just 10 times better at the moment. Absolutely, Yuri. Like, and again, everybody here knows how I feel about Dallas. They are getting screwed right now. I actually will admit, like, flop-wise, dude, they have taken some abuse that has not been called. Now, it's gone the other way, too. They just got away with a couple of cross-checks that were brutal. However, both sides, like, officials got the whistles in the pocket, and both sides are pushing that line until they get called. So, while I don't like moments, just preference, You can't hate on what either side is doing. Ref, if you're not going to blow the whistle, I'm going to beat the ever-loving shit out of everybody I can find. And I am going to destroy their will to live. Dude, Duchesne, Robertson, Ben, and Dodonov. There's only Ben and Dodonov have a goal. They said Sagan had 2 goals. And then Rantanen has 9. The rest of the forwards have 19. Like, shout out to Mikko Rantanen. That's all I got to say about that dude. And to Robertson. Robertson ends up shooting the stick out of Morrissey's hand. Took the puck with it, though. That's good on him. But he had a great pass to Marchment lined up. I'm very surprised he didn't just kick it up ahead to him. CC trying to get it out through the low boards, battling for it. It is Kyle Connor. Goes down low. Velarde kicks it ahead. Out to the point. DeMello shoots and Ottinger makes the glove save. That was a hell of a pass to get that puck from the low or high corner down to the low point. That was a very good pass. All right, let's see. Am I forgetting anybody over there? No. Am I forgetting anybody over here? Labushkin. That's just a fun name, dude. I don't know. All right. Puck back into neutral, dumped in by Dallas. Harley catches the puck back the other way, up the low boards. Sagan dumps it deep. Duchesne chasing, battling for it is Pionk. Dude, Pionk is just nasty, bro. I got nothing but respect for dude. Like, he has been an absolute dog in these playoffs. Steele dumps it in. Dodonov looking. Puck goes off a skate as he's trying to set it backwards. Tipped puck through neutral. Oop, not able to get it in. Lowry battling while they wait to get onside. And Lowry comes away with the battle on the boards. Taking a couple of whacks from Dodonov, but feeds it to Niederreiter, and it ends up out of play in the benches. 5:37 to go in the first. Shots are 2 apiece. No score yet, and I forgot to do this. So I'm going to do it like that, and then I've got to shorten it. Where's chat? Chat. That's not what I thought it was going to do. That should work. All right. Cool. Oh, dude, just seeing the Stanley Cup, even on TV, it's just like, yeah, we're fucking here, boys. Even with Vegas being out, man, I like seeing the cup on screen. I love seeing the 2025 Stanley Cup logo, all that stuff. I mean, think St. Louis will be beast next season, don't you think? It depends. I mean, yes, but it really does depend what the next 4 months look like in the way of trades and all that stuff. 4.5 months, whatever. Yeah, just a side note, because they're showing Ben and Shen. or Ben and Shifley and all that, dude. Ben doesn't throw a single punch until the ref is between them. That's why I don't like him. That's why I don't like the Kachuk brothers. That's why there's certain people I just really don't like because it's, oh yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Here comes the ref, bam. They won't throw a punch beforehand. But anyway, like I said, in the way of draft, trades, all that stuff, we'll have to see who sticks around, who's healthy, all that stuff. But they definitely have potential to be nasty next year. They, as long as they keep Bennington, if they could get him some help for the regular season, that would be good. Just like with Hellebuck, if Winnipeg, so many people saying Jets need to get rid of Winnipeg. It's like, no, they don't. What they need to do is get him help because they don't trust Comrie, and he played 62 games in the regular season it was 63 games in the regular season plus 4 at Four Nations. So it's like, you played. He sat out 19 out of 82 games. Dodonov just got tripped for sure. Another missed call. But anyway, back to St. Louis. Yeah, as long as they get Bennington some help for the regular season so he's not completely blown. Not that he was bad in the playoffs, but just so he's nice and rested. Get a big body defenseman and one more forward that's faster than shit. And St. Louis will be deadly. Jesus, I couldn't. Apparently they'll be deaf. They won't hear shit. But they'll be deadly. All right, 3:35 to go in the first. Shots are still 2 apiece. Both sides doing great job shutting down the shooting lanes. Puck comes into the Winnipeg zone. Robertson down to Wyatt Johnston, who puts a body on Morrissey. Or sorry, that's Pionk, and then Pionk goes down. Sandberg behind the net. Gets it up to Ehlers. The Mesnikov with them, but they're going to dump and change. Here comes Harley working up the low wall out of the star zone. Gets it to Duchesne. Duchesne with speed goes into that low corner. Great job by Shen being a big old body son bitch. He is using the power now. Big move by Bischel. Stopped by Hellebuck. Duchesne with a quick angle shot. It goes to the boards. Heiskanen goes across the blue line. Bouncing puck out front. Stopped by Shen. Another bouncing puck comes up front. A hard shot. And Hellebuck stops it again. Heiskanen making moves. Just put Niederreiter on his ass. Heiskanen across the point. Bischel misses the net. Shen ends up with it. Here comes Ben. What's he going to do, the bastard? All the way down to the low boards. Puck is just going crazy. Top of the high circle. Bischel has it at the point. Baseline low. Heiskanen goes with the backhand up high. Stopped by Hellebuck. Appleton gets away with the cross check. I wouldn't have called it, but I could understand being pissed that it wasn't called. Puck tipped out, trying to get everybody to go for a change. 1:50 to go in the first. Shots are 5-2 Dallas. That sounds low, but they got 3 in that little sequence right there. And over a minute extra offensive zone time for Dallas. Quick shot by Granlund. And then Tanev trips the shit out of Sagan after the whistle. Oh, dude, Lowry just swung and missed. I didn't realize that. Wait. That wasn't Lowry. Maybe that was. Anyway. Hellebuck doing a good job. That was a good decision by Heiskanen to just charge down the base from the corner. Charge down the baseline from the corner to the post and try and go high. They gave them all the room. That's one thing Vegas can't figure out. If they're going to give you the room, use it. If they're not, pass it. Another tough angle shot goes, puck ends up on the high boards after a Hellebuck save. Lundell tries to go deep back the other way, and we will have a face-off in neutral. Let's get the stats up real quick. Actually never stopped to think. Oh, yeah, he's playing really good. Okay, at least this feed's not as far behind. Face-off win by Morrissey. Well, by Winnipeg. Morrissey takes it in and dumps it deep in the Dallas zone. CC to Lundell. Lundell out as he takes a little shot by Scheifele. But kept out of the zone. That was a great defensive play. Who was that? DeMello. Winnipeg defense. I mean, lot of shots, lot of chances that Dallas has gotten lately, but their defense has been really good. Oh, how did that miss? Shot by Sandberg. I don't know if Scheifele got a stick on it or not. Puck coming back out the other way. Good play by Sandberg. Instead of fighting the pressure, he just takes it into his own zone. Barron circles in his own area. Across the red line with speed. He's going to get it deep. He tries to get it across, loses it right at the end. Dude, shit like that is so fun to watch. DeMello shoots and it hits bodies way out high. All the way across. Sandberg trying to get it down low, and it just stays in play, actually, after hitting the boards. 1 and intermission. So we go into first intermission. 0-0. Shots for a long time there were 2-2, but we end 6-3. 9 shots on goal in the first period. So instead of what goal, like either, I feel like this has one. I know this may seem like I'm covering all the ground, but I have 3 scenarios. Stupid ass bounce like the Rantanen wraparound that went off the skate that ends up scoring the goal. So, like, not calling the wraparound, but just something stupid like that. Like the puck's going to go off the boards, weird, hit a skate, go off the post, come back off the back of Hellebuck's head, get swatted in by his teammate. Like, it's going to be stupid. It's stupid goal. Well, just stupid goal. Power play goal. Because so far, each side looks really good on the 5-on-5. But once you take a skater out of the way and you clear up some space on the ice, well, now those shooting lanes, at least one of them's going to tend to open up. Ignoring me ask so many questions, let me know. No, bro, I want you asking me anything you want, dude. Like, if you're not asking me things or talking with me about stuff, then I'm just sitting here talking to myself, man. Like, as much as y'all come in to hang out with me, like, I'm here to hang out with you guys as well. So by all means, man, like, if there's ever a question that I like don't want to answer, which I don't really know if there is something that I would not answer, it's something I don't know the answer to, and I'll just say I don't know. If you ever catch me and I seem like I'm in a shit mood, ask me anything. I may be shitty. I'll apologize to you if I am. And I just feel like being a bastard and not answering a question. But nah, bro, I'm here to hang out with you. Like I said, as much as you're here to hang out with me. So anything on your mind, bro, I've got no problem with. Oh, you know what I should do is actually mute this, because that actually helps me think a little bit. And let's take a look at some stats real quick. So 8 out of 14 face-off wins for Dallas. somehow no penalties yet. I can't believe we have not had a penalty yet. The hits are 24-9 Winnipeg. I damn, when I it makes sense. Dallas is trying to play hockey, and Winnipeg's like, yeah, but I know that I know how to counteract you playing hockey. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. I'm gonna hit you every chance I get. I'm gonna trip you. I'm gonna cross check you. I'm gonna break your bones. Until that ref blows the whistle, you and I are at war. That's Winnipeg's philosophy right now. Now, Dallas, I don't believe has that ability to have that philosophy because they're just they'll do the bullshit, but they'll try and get the call. They'll actually draw penalties. And so they will be doing that while trying to be abusive and shit. And so it doesn't always work. And now, granted, I'm not saying Winnipeg ain't doing nothing of them their own, but the Jets are on a different level when it comes to the physicality this game, and the Stars are on a different level when it comes to just pure skating. Each side has 4 giveaways and 1 takeaway. Great start so far. Oh, man. Now, what do we see happening in the second period? That's going to be a big, big question. Because I do not see, I don't see the Stars coming out hot, but to stay in the Netherlands, let me know. Live in Friesland, the North. Word, buddy. Likewise with Vegas, my friend. I'm out on the edge. But that's like, I eventually want to take a trip over to Europe because, hockey is like a second obsession just underneath roller coasters. Like, I've been obsessed with roller coasters since I was a kid. My dad watched all the shows with me. Whenever we were near an amusement park, he would take me. And he absolutely sparked every sense of love for roller coasters. And so I do want to take a trip to Europe. Like, I want to visit like the Netherlands. I would love to go to like Amsterdam and do like, there's certain spots that just seem like cool to go to. I want to go to a bunch of castles and stuff. I would love to see that. Some old World War II, World War One, World War II stuff. I would love to see that. But I would be going for the main purpose of going to Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, what is it, Europa Park? Is that what it is? That's still alive? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. In fact, he just came back from a golf trip. He was out in Arizona for like 6 days. But one of the big ones I want to go to is Energylandia in Poland. I want to go to everything's close together. Like, need to go to Poland so I can go to Energylandia. Need to go to Germany so I can go to Phantasialand. I can't remember where what's it called is. Helix is at but there's all like the Wallabies, Walibi or something like that. Belgium and a bunch of different places. I can't remember all their different ones. I can't remember where some of these other I can't remember the name of some of these other places. Sorry, now I'm just kind of going to go on a tangent because now my brain's taken over. Okay, I can't remember how to pronounce it, but I remember the name of it now. Is it Sweden? Yeah, Kolmarden Zoo in Sweden. So like Sweden, I have to go to. Fantasyland is awesome, dude. I watched videos of the construction of Klugheim and like the construction of Terran. I remember watching video, even though it was kept pretty well secret, but every video and picture I could find, and then watching POVs. Um, in fact, I for Twitch, because I can't play the thing that I made on YouTube, I get copyright struck. So I used it on Twitch. It was a well, I mean, oh, fantastic. Okay. I'll say the first one I know of. That one I'd have to see. But like I made a BRB screen that was just a bunch of roller coasters. And so it's just a bunch of roller coaster POVs, and one of them was Terran. But then they built Fly over, like they built the whole Rookburg area with Fly, and then you got Africa, and like just so sick. Uh, I'll say it's everything I see. It's the PH version. So I'm cool with going with that. But like the water flume they have is the steepest one in the world of that type. Um, yeah, everything about that place, man. I want to go see that. Like, need to go to Europa Park because that's considered like the Disneyland of. Um, I think that's in Germany as well. A hobby where you have to travel for it. Yeah, it's cool until you have to pay for it. To be honest, like we did get very lucky being in Florida because you had Busch Gardens, you got Disney World, Universal Studios, all that stuff. So like Velocicoaster at Universal Studios, like my favorite roller coaster. Well, not my favorite. It's like the best roller coaster. But living in Vegas, I was close enough to be to have like didn't go to Disneyland much. It was always that's like not worth it. Such a pain in the ass. But going down to Knott's Berry Farm and Magic Mountain, Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's the spot. That's where my favorite roller coaster is, which is X or now X2. But that's where they got the Superman launch, Goliath, Twisted Colossus, all this stuff. So they spent every year. They have yeah, that's at Ferrari World attached to. Don't tell me. Don't tell me I know this because it's the Ferrari World attached to. I know this. Hang on. I know this. I'm going to keep my eyes closed because I know this park. Because they got Furious Basco or Furious Basco. They got the bit Shambhala, Dragon Con. Damn it. I know the name of this park. Shambhala, Dragon Con. This is going to kill me. I know what it is. I know what it is. But I don't want to fear. I don't want to give up yet. Because it's the two parks. They just built Ferrari World and that roller coaster like 6-7 years ago, something like that. Not that long ago. When they open up that park, and it's a Intamin. I'm pretty sure it's a limb launch, but it's an Intamin launch coaster or a Giga coaster. So it's 0 to like 100 miles an hour in like 3.5 seconds or something like that. Go up 300 and I think over there it's like 320 feet, 340 feet, something like that. But you launch, you go 90 degrees, twist up over the top, and then a little twist as you come back down. It's based on like the original of those were hydraulic launch, and that started with Accelerator at Knott's Berry Farm, Top Thrill Dragster over at Cedar Point, and then King Ka, which until they destroyed it was the tallest roller coaster in the world. That thing was like 450 feet. Same style. The only difference is it twisted the 270 degrees the other way instead of the quick 90. But unfortunately, I didn't get to go on that before they completely demolished that thing. Still sad about that. I know it's Spain. It's like I said, there's Furious Basco, I think is what it's called, something like that. And then in Ferrari World, they have that ride. They've got the whole like indoor F1 Ferrari type experience. Go there. I can imagine it because Dragon Con's a red B&M sit down coaster. And then right over the background, you got the big old B&M Hyper, which is Shambhala. I can see the turquoise and white track. I know the name of this park. This is going to kill me. Because you walk in, you got the lake, because that's where Furious is at. Got to go all the way back into like the China section for Shambhala and that stuff. I know I'm pretty sure they got like a Western area. A couple little mine trains. Damn it. I know the name of this park, dude. What is going on with my brain right now? Ah, man. Portaventura. Damn it. Portaventura in Ferrari Land. Oh yeah, there's the little western area. Oh, that was gonna kill me. Best time to go to Salads in beginning of September. Yeah, is it not too packed and not too hot? But like for me, like if I'm going to like Disney World, I got no problem going in the summer and suffering all fucking day. Or like Universal Studios or Busch Gardens, I'll go in the middle of summer so it's nice and hot. That way the crowds are gone, or at least as gone as they could be. And you wait 25 minutes instead of 15 minutes for everything. Or if you're lucky and you got family that works at Universal Studios, you could jump the Hagrid's Magic Motorbike Adventure line and not wait fucking an hour and 35 minutes for that ride. Which I'm not going to lie, it's one of the most gangster things ever. The only thing that was cooler, like, I've had a couple of really cool stories from Universal Studios. There was one, dude, it's my mom's cousin's son. So it's like my second cousin's son, something like that. Oh yeah, that's Disney World. I grew up going there, man. Like I said, I was a Florida boy, so I grew up going there. My grandpa worked there. I mean, this was back in the time when season passes for the adults were $100 a year. Shows you how long, like back in the 90s. Oh, I just had a thought. But yeah, that's like Universal Studios in Florida. I've got a couple of cool stories from that place. Like, okay, fun fact about me. There was a time where I would busk for money doing magic on the street. And as I got my start doing that, my mom's cousin's son, I'll just call him my cousin. I would do there's this thing called cardistry, and it's basically just fancy shuffling of a card deck. So you do a whole bunch, like a big display, or toss the cards up and do these different things. I was doing that in the line. I was just practicing and fucking around. Couple of the dudes that saw it, or one of the dudes that saw it, was like, hey, was working the ride. So we waited like an hour and 20 minutes to get on Rip Ride Rocket at Universal Studios Orlando. And I was doing that the whole time, just like kind of absent minded, just messing around. And when I got up, like we get strapped in, and the guy goes, hey, when you get off, you got to show me what you were doing with those cards. So I was like, all right, cool. We get off. I hop over. I show him a couple little tricks real quick, or I show him a couple shuffles, and then do like a magic, like just a basic like hide and reappear, like put a card in the deck, it reappears on the top of the deck type of thing. And he was like, yo, okay, that was sick. Go around the back of the control booth, because on Rip Ride Rocket, if you want to go to the control booth, there's stairs on either side. Like, just go up around the booth and come and just hop right on. Okay. So we go up and around, we hop right on, we get off. It's like as he's locking us in, he's like, yo, those guys over there are mad that they didn't get to see the trick. So when you get off, go show them. I was like, all right. Went over that. Now, this is like we were down there right at the time of my 21st birthday. So I had turned 21 like 2 days before. Me and him had a couple of beers together. We're riding rides. And like the best thing about rides, about like intense, like adrenaline pumping rides and alcohol, is you catch a buzz quicker off of less. Like that adrenaline pumps and you come off the ride. If you got a little bit of a buzz and you're pepping, you come off that ride with a little stumble. It saves you money in amusement parks. But like, so by now I'm buzzing. We're feeling good. Show them the trick. They tell me to go around again. The chick working the gate to let you on was like, so you're not gonna show me? So I show her something and she's laughing about it. So we go on again. He's like, yo, stop on the booth the next time you go around. Just stop by the booth, show them. And so for like 30 minutes, I just showed everybody that worked that ride magic tricks. And they were just like, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well, my family went back at the in September of 2022. And my mom's cousin is who gave us tickets back then, because he works there. He works for the park as an engineer. So in 2022, he hooked us up with tickets again. And I was meeting people that worked at the park. And John, or the guy who got us in, would be like, oh yeah, this is the kid, the guy I was saying, or this is the guy that was doing the magic trick. Dude, like 30 people told me they remembered that. Like, or were like, oh, wait, that was you. Like, it was fucking insane. It was so cool. It was like it's a little mini legend amongst the employees only, apparently. And it was like, dude, that is like, I was fucking giddy, dude. I thought it was so cool. People remember that story. Because that happened in 2011. So 11 years later, people still remember the story of the dude that was doing card shit to get on the rides repeatedly. It was it was cool, man. It was really cool. Yeah, we're back to playing. Sorry, that story ate up 2 minutes of game time. So we'll get back into calling hockey. But I just remembered that, and I had to share it. All right, Haskin in from the low corner, and the puck goes off Morrissey's stick and up out of play. All right, so we're 2:10 gone in the second. Let's see, Morrissey, little touch. Oh, he just missed the tip coming in. Dude, he left his feet. No. How is that a warning? Yeah, I know, Yori. I've been trying to figure out what's going on and change that and fix that, but I don't know how to do that yet. So I am working on that, but there is a delay, unfortunately. And I believe it's between the software and YouTube. So I'm trying to figure out how to change that. And then as well, this isn't on time with the chat below. I know that as well. Dude, a man just got hit with the puck in the front row. He's got towels all over his face. All right, let's see what they look like. Let's see what it looks like. Doesn't look like it's that bad, but it looks like that would definitely suck, man. No hate on that guy. That looks rough. He's sitting there like, fuck, dude, I got to drive home. I don't even know what month it is. Big shot by Heiskanen goes wide. Niederreiter dumps it into the low corner. Little bit of a hit on Harley. Oh, I guess it went up and out of play. Face off on the low dot. I'll even know. I know the place very well. Definitely, buddy. Definitely. I said it will definitely be a while, but I do plan on getting there eventually. Oh, my back itches, and that feels amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. Oof. Lundell takes the puck from the face-off, trying to get it out of the zone. Comes back down the low board. Cece and Connor battling for it. You got Johnston and Shifley coming to help, and Dallas ends up getting it out off a weak attempt from Morrissey. Johnston hits a stick, and it goes high. Good job, Shifley, who puts a body into Robertson. I ain't gonna lie, man. Robertson is one of those dudes. I got nothing against him. He's in the way of hockey. He's a great player. He doesn't say stupid shit that I know about. He doesn't do a lot of stupid stuff. Occasionally, like any hockey player, something might happen, but that's it. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's something about him is like, I just want to see him catch a body to the shoulder so bad every time he plays. Because I got literally zero reason for it. Labushkin gets it back the other way. Trying to get the pass up to Hintz. It doesn't connect. Good stick to Mello. Puck's just going everywhere right now. DeMello gets it up the high boards. Misses Iafallo, but he ends up with it. Tanev chasing it down against Labushkin hard into the bottom boards. Puck comes up to the high wall, and the Stars do not get it out. Barron trying to dump it deep, but it goes right to a green stick. Oh, that's offsides by a mile. That was offsides by a mile. What the? Offensively, they're playing horrible. See, I disagree with you slightly. Offensively, they don't look clean. Defensively, they're looking very, very good. Yeah, 1 sec. I'll get back to calling. All right. Dallas just missed a shot. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Then we agree totally. I said it's just without the specificity. Let's go 7. It benefits Edmonton so much. It really does, races. The only 2 games that Winnipeg has won, Dallas hasn't scored. That's why it was so funny after like game 3. Oh, here we go. Ehlers shoots. Saved Ottinger. He was looking for help, but nobody was close enough. Scheifele shoots, but a good stick ends up sending the puck high. We actually have a penalty. High stick. And Bischel's over there cross-checking away, but Scheifele scores. I missed it. Holy shit, I totally missed it, guys. Because I was so busy watching Bischel Scheifele get his ass kicked by Bischel, I never saw the puck come across. Damn. Like, it was a good attempt by Ehlers, but it just didn't. I mean, Otter played well, and then Bischel basically said, all right, I'm going to the box anyway. I might as well go 5 times. So he just cross-checked the shit out of him. Okay, so puck was able to get out low. I thought that was Scheifele getting his ass kicked. That was not. Maybe that was who? Okay, I gotta see what the where the assists are going. I guess it was Velarde getting it, or no, yeah, Velarde getting his ass kicked. Sorry, that whole sequence threw me completely out of whack because I was so focused on Bischel doing the cross check, and he's been doing all playoffs, not even just the series. Scoring for the Winnipeg Jets, Mark Scheifele, assisted by Connor and Velarde. Oh, where's mine? Dude, Winnipeg is suddenly they've got the pep in their step. They are attacking. Shots were 6-3 at the end of the first period. Shots are 10-6. Shots were 6-3 Dallas at the end of the first. I'm going to double check just to make sure I'm not convincing myself. Okay, so shots were 6-4 Dallas at the end of the first period. We are less than 7 minutes into this game. Into this period, and the shots are 6-0 Winnipeg. This is the opposite of what I was expecting. I figured since Dallas spent the entire first period getting their asses handed to them, like I said, the hits were 29-9. 26-9. Hits were 26-9 Winnipeg at the end of the first. I expected Dallas to come out exploding on people. Nope. Connor gets it down underneath. Trying to feed it out front. It misses everybody. That was Velarde and Connor had an attempt at it, but both missed. Puck into the zone. Scheifele down low. Connor looking, shoots, and a good high save on the post by Ottinger. Morrissey able to keep it in. He tries to get it low, and he succeeds. Connor from behind the net. Out front to the high dot. Shot. And a good save. Ottinger, no rebound for Winnipeg as Dallas clears it on net. 12.5 to go in the second. Morrissey to Perfetti. Perfetti across the ice. Just misses the Mesnikov. Mesnikov to Ehlers. Ehlers taps it to where Perfetti gets it. Morrissey barely keeps it in, but hits a body. Rantanen comes in. Shot. I would be surprised if I'd kind of like to see that from a different angle. Just what happened on net. But dude, that was just way to stick with it for Winnipeg because Shen, after he caught the high stick, decided, screw it, I don't need to play anymore. I'm just going to go kick his ass because high sticking him wasn't enough. Well, you end up out of position, and there you go. Huh. Damn, no shit. Sorry, every time I open up Twitter, it's like, huh. Oh, that's good. Obnoxious boat doing obnoxious shit got destroyed by the Brooklyn Bridge. Dude, the new Superman coming out looks very uninspiring. Let's just say that. Now, there's a gentleman by the name of Perry Chan. That's probably not his real name. I have no fucking clue. But he does editing for a YouTube channel called Nerdrotics. And I love those guys. The Geeks and Gamer guys, Nerdrotics, Mahler and the EFAP crew, all those guys. Well, Perry Chan edited his own trailer from the footage available for Superman. And it actually makes me want to watch it. It's incredible. Like, you see what happens when you hire somebody who's actually competent. Ooh, great pass to Niederreiter. Bad pass from him to Lowry, but throws it off the pad of Ottinger. And see, Winnipeg got the notice. If you got a guy crashing, throw it on net. Throw it on the pad. Go for the rebound. Rantanen getting handled by Lowry down on the low boards of the Winnipeg zone. Heiskanen coming out of the Dallas area. Tipped in by Marchment all the way down to Donov fighting off Sandberg. And now Nemesnikov's going to come back the other way. Across the red line. Into the zone is Winnipeg. Shot and a blast of a hit. As the puck goes out of play. Is that Ehlers just got annihilated. That's the second time he's left his feet, though. Marchment needs to be gone, dude. That is like, I can't believe that. Look, I like those hits, but that's the second time he's left his feet. You cannot leave your feet. That is the rule. That's the only thing I don't like about it. If he would make those hits but keep his skates on the ice, I would have no problem with either of those. But he can't do it. He can't. He hasn't left his feet all season, all playoffs, but now he does it twice. That's the shit that I don't like. And I mean, that was a blast of a shot, bro. Like, that was a good pop. Morrissey shoots, and that was actually close. DeMello from the high point going all the way around the board. Scheifele just, Duchesne was trying to put pressure on Scheifele, and Scheifele just kind of let go. Oh. So we got a high stick in the Winnipeg zone. Man, Dallas is just a bunch of fucking criers, man. And like, don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of bullshit to cry about if you're Dallas or Winnipeg. However, what they keep choosing to whine and bitch about is blowing my fucking mind. Like, on stoppages that are like, well, yeah, they're getting pissed. Yet a dude will get tripped blatantly in front of the net, and it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? No call, no bitching, no nothing. Peg power play go. I thought they would get one, or am I in a different universe? It was a delayed penalty. So that was there was Shen, no, sorry, Bischel high hit, I believe, Velarde with a high stick. And that was called. However, Velarde kept with it to the wall, got it to the dot to Connor. Connor shot and went off of Ottinger's pad, and Scheifele was right there to bury it. So since they scored, that wipes the penalty. Damn, Bischel just destroyed somebody on the high boards. See, this is what I expected in the second period before Winnipeg scored. I figured they would come out and just try to murder the Jets, and they waited, and they may have waited too long. Bischel hits the red line and goes for a change as he dumps it in. Shen to Fleury. Up the low boards. Tipped over. Great play to get the puck to Perfetti. He gets it deep. Nemestikov chasing it down. Marchment using that free hand to hold, but we're going to look the other way. Marchment just went down. Nemestikov getting a penalty. Maybe not. Maybe they just called it down. I just saw Marchment go down. His helmet was on the back of his head here. All right. I'll be back in a second. Ooh. Think from the looks of it as I was walking in, I think there's the crowd's yelling because Winnipeg just got away with the trip. Just sloppy. Sorry, I just realized I'm probably breathing heavy as shit into the mic. Dallas scored. I froze. I froze when Dallas scored. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Let's see if I get Now Harley came in. Ehlers decided to let him shoot, and the puck comes out to steal. Can't give up a rebound like that, man. Plain and simple. All right. Sorry, I'm catching back up. Winnipeg. Oh, that's damn it. Actually, I was supposed to refresh and try again. Hang on. There we go. Winnipeg battling for it in the star zone. Niederreiter. I wish he would have just shot that from the dot, but he does. I'm not going to finish that sentence because it would have rhymed, and I'm kind of done with. I've done that too many times today already. Battle in the low boards. Morrissey gets it to Laurie. Laurie gets it down. I can't see who that is. That Appleton? Yes, it was, but he gets it out. And a big hit by the Jets. All the Stars fans are pissed because you got to remember, only the Stars are allowed to hit anybody. And if they go within a foot of them, if anybody goes within a foot of them, that's a no-no. Dude, he just shoved Harley to his ass. I love it. I don't even know who it was. Fleury, down low. Oh, trying to feed it across. Nobody there. Dude, I thought he was going to shoot that puck. He made the pass, and it just doesn't connect. Duchesne about to destroy Fleury. Nope. They actually go into the boards kind of soft on each other. Puck back the other way. Winnipeg, Scheifele trying to get past Cece. Puck does, but Lindell picks it up. And it ends up on Velarde's stick shot, fought off by Ottinger. Coming around the low corner, Cece feeds it up the low boards, and it is out and into the Winnipeg zone. Sandberg to Pionk. Back to Sandberg in front of Hellenbuck. Back to Pionk. Up to the blue line ahead. Great pass. Feed is not able to come across the crease. Oh, the timing on that entry was so beautiful. Barron working his way back into the Dallas zone. Iafallo chasing against Heiskanen. Heiskanen there first. And Heiskanen, reverse hit on Iafallo. That did not feel good for Iafallo. Hintz takes a little rub off. Are we still not doing? Are we just not doing phrasing anymore? Labushkin gets it up to the blue line, and the Stars get it in as they go for a change. DeMello working his way back into the Stars zone is Ehlers with Perfetti, but they lose the puck. Dodonov coming in. 2-on-2 come the Stars. Low dot shot misses the net by about 4 feet, probably about 2 feet to the left. I'm being a dick. That's on me. Steele up the high wall. To the point and out on a bad pass to Lundell. But all the way up to the blue line. It's dumped in. Most of Dallas going for a change as Dodonov chases it down against Ehlers. Ehlers comes away with it, throws it on net, and Ottinger catches and freezes the puck. Oh, I didn't do that. That's on me. That's on me. Hang on a sec. Scoring for the Dallas Stars. Sam Steele. Assisted by Harley and Heiskanen. Oops, that's not what I was trying to do. There we go. Oh, hang on. There we go. That looks a little better, right? All right. Once we get to the Stanley Cup playoffs, I'm going to, whatever teams are in, I'm going to find their goal horns. I'm going to have those separated. I'm going to try and listen to the cadence of their goal calls, and we're just going to go all out. We're going to treat it like we normally treat a Knights game. Shooting high makes the difference. Yeah, it's too many people staying low, honestly. In these playoffs, there have been too many goalies have made great pad saves for they give up. How do I want to say this? They make great pad saves all game, 50 minutes of a game, and the other team still can't figure out, let me try to beat them in the corner. Let me try to beat them high. Like, Eichel did that 9 times this season. It pisses me off. And I don't know the actual number, but a bunch of times where all game, like he did it in a shootout towards the end of the season, all game he kept trying to beat the guy to his left pad. Guy just kept stuffing him over and over. I forget who it was. And so we end up in a shootout. And what does Eichel do? He tries to beat him in the same pad, the same spot, right on the post, on the ice, trying to beat the pad. And it's like, how many times does this guy got to lay on his stomach in front of you before you try to go over the top of him? Yeah, we're totally not doing phrasing anymore. That was puck back behind. Ooh, Rantanen goes down. I don't know why they want a tripping penalty. I mean, he might have at most kicked his skate, like kind of bumped his skate. But I didn't think that was a penalty. Especially in this game, that's not a penalty. Oh, Morrissey, no weight on his left leg, and he is pissed. He's going to go down the tunnel. Yep. That definitely wasn't a trip, but Rantanen drops back onto Morrissey's leg, and it just busted his knee. Oh, I know. The thing that I hate most about the Stars fans is I already know how they're going to start responding to that. And it's going to, not all of them, but they're going to say that that should have been a trip and that's what he gets. And it's like, don't fuck. Yeah, a guy blows out his knee because you think a missed tripping happened. Fuck you. Straight shots never go in, only if I put money on the goalie letting them through. Hey. The Yes. I got nothing. Yes. Ben gets it to Sagan, who dumps it deep. Fleury doing a great job sticking with them back. Or no, that was Sandberg. Did a great job sticking with them backwards until he was forced to turn around. A little bit of chaos. Lowry probably just got away with cross-checking Duchesne, but again, this game, there better be like no penalties. I know they had the delayed penalty that's when Winnipeg ended up scoring, but there need to be like no penalties in this game. Period. Again, this is looking like the Edmonton LA game where they went to overtime. They were like 3 minutes into overtime. Dude, Marchman's the one that stuck out his leg. I gotta admit, I'm real happy Dallas isn't getting these bullshit penalties because Marchment is the one that stuck out his leg right there. And I know he's already crying. Look at him. There he is. Fuck Marchment, dude. I hate this dude. Shen literally, like, he's here. He made sure his knee didn't get put straight backwards. Dallas fans, I don't even care if Dallas wins right here. Like, bro, how are you guys bitching about shit that your guys do? That's like when they all screamed and cried because Jamie Benn skated into the stick of Manson. Like, God bless it. Okay. I said I wasn't going to get worked up. No, I didn't. I never said that. Fuck it. But Joe, this is why again I don't like Dallas and I don't like Edmonton because it's like watching two teams cut from the same cloth. Get the Stars trade Marchment to Buffalo for Byron. Wouldn't that make them a better team? Or for Bryant? No. Marchment's a good hockey player, and he's a flop artist, dude. He gets, like, Byron. It's no matter who it is. Like, no. I mean, there's few people that Dallas would benefit from by getting rid of Marchment. And the reason is because he is a good hockey player. He's just a punk ass little bitch. Like, he flops. I mean, against Colorado, the flops he had pissed me off so much, dude. I was so mad. But he's a diver, but that gets Dallas power plays. You know what I mean? Like, it's not working for him this game, and so he's going to cry and whine and be a little baby about it. But that's what he does. He causes the problem and then cries until a penalty is called. So it's in the way of skill, he's a benefit to Dallas. And I don't ever see Dallas getting rid of him. Well, I won't say that. I don't see Dallas getting rid of him anytime soon. I mean, he's pretty locked in where he is. And I said, Deborah loves that shit. Like, if you're dirty, nasty flopper who can just absolutely get away with murder and then cry your way into the extra man, that is how DeBoer plays. That's how he coached San Jose. He tried to teach the Golden Knights like that. All he ended up doing was nipping the nuts off the Golden Knights. And now he's in Dallas doing the same thing. He has one skill. Dude, Hellebuck just did a great job to keep the puck out right there. Jets are able to clear, and it ends up on Ottinger. No icing. 2:15 to go in the second. Shots are 15-12. Winnipeg. Dallas 3-on-3. Shot goes wide. Another leaping hit. Jamie Benn left his feet to hit Fleury. Trying to learn about NHL from the other, so not very well informed about ice hockey. That's why I'm asking questions. No worries. Like, by all means, dude, like I said, it's, like, I don't see anybody on Buffalo doing a whole lot to benefit Dallas. Perfetti gets stopped by Ottinger. Like I said, I think Edmonton and Dallas could switch players out relatively easily. Just because they play the same kind of bullshit trash hockey. But, it works for them, so they stick with it. Like I said, anything I say, don't take as gospel. That's something that I am more than happy to say to anybody, any topic, any conversation. I'm doing the best based off of my knowledge, my memory, many years of watching hockey. Really loving and enjoying the game, being a diehard Golden Knights fan. Like, there's a lot to my opinion that very much makes me biased in whatever way you want to call me biased. But so, like, you got to take that into account, right? Because it's, you know, I've been wrong more than once. I have forgotten about things. I just, you know what I mean? So anything that I say, you definitely take it as a more of a guideline than a rule. Seem very knowledgeable. Well, I appreciate that. It really does come from watching every single game. You know, I've watched every playoff game for like the last 14 years, maybe even longer than that, 15 years. Like, it's very rare for me to miss an NHL playoff game or a Stanley Cup final. I've watched almost, like, I wasn't great about it year 2 and 3, but besides that, year 1 and then the rest of Golden Knights hockey, I've watched almost every game. So, like, I've gotten to see a lot of the different teams. Like, I know my guys. I know hockey. I know good hockey. I know good games. I know games that should be good that suck. I know games that should suck that are good. Like, just kind of been through it all and seen a lot. and then I also listen to a lot of people, like listening to commentators, listening to ESPN, having conversations with people. It just all that kind of just and shoves into a big ball of stuff that's stuffed up here. Do I put money on the games? Typically, no. I would. I just am not in a. I'm not in the situation where I have the free income or the income I'm willing to lose. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get out of Vegas and get down to Florida. I want to go like my uncle's or my mom's cousin, the same guy I was talking about at Universal Studios. He wants me to come and work at Universal Studios. So we're trying to figure that out. So I like that's why I haven't even had bourbon. I mean, I really enjoy having beer and bourbon while we watch the games, and I haven't even done that because just penny pinching like a son of a bitch. Put it a little bit nicer. That was a great job diving down. I don't know who that was. All right. So hey, I am gonna put the timer up. I need to go away for a couple minutes. I'm dying sitting here. I need to get some fresh water and grab something just real quick to snack on. So I will be back. Should be back before I guess I'm gonna should be back in time for the third period. So see you guys in a couple minutes. righty. I actually was trying to click on something else, but here we are. So let's look at Game 7 for Florida and Toronto. The home team won the first 4. Away team won the next 2. And now we go home. The last 2 games didn't happen the way I was expecting them to happen. So, to be honest, I have no freaking clue. I thought Florida was going to win. I still think Florida's going to win. Even in Toronto. Like, I expect that game to be the same kind of absolute insanity that this game has been, in the way of no calls, while lots of insane shit happening. So, I don't know. Can they win? Sure. Will they win? I think so. Would I be surprised if they didn't? Not even a little. Dude, I legit, like, I was a big fan of Zach Wild, totally cool with Rex. Until they got with Phil Anselmo and brought back Pantera, because that was bullshit. Like, Dime has always said it would, like, he would want it to happen, and then he died, and then Vinnie Paul said you can never have a reunion because Dime's not here. Vinnie Paul dies. He says, fuck you. Zach Wild says, yeah, we'll shove it up your ass, Vinnie Paul, and goes and starts storing the Pantera name. I hate it. They'll probably win the cup. Probably. I'd like to see Carolina beat them. All right, we're back for the third period. Here we go. Trying to fight the cough made it worse. Puck in the low corner. In the Winnipeg zone, Harley shoots, goes well wide, hitting Ben and Shen, fighting it out in front of the net. Through the crease, and Appleton is out with it all the way behind the Dallas net. Lowry trying to tap it to Appleton. Appleton just fighting for it. He ends up losing the battle. Jamie Benn out. Over to Sagan. Good stick by Sandberg, and the Jets dump it deep before everybody goes for a change. So let's see. Shots for the second period were 12-8 Winnipeg. Most of those 8 came way late. Marchment just yanked down. Who is that? Like, all the bitching Marchman's been doing, he just yanked old boy down and got away with it. So he better not say a fucking word again. Marchment loses it to Sandberg as he tried to get it around the back of the net. Scheifele all the way across. Kept in. What just happened down there? Because that definitely looked like some bullshit. Stars just spun another guy down that had nothing to do with the puck. Fleury ends up sending it to the middle. DeMello misses it, bro. You can't overskate that puck. Up to the high point. Heiskanen sends it deeper. Tipped out the middle to Winnipeg. Iafallo hits the red line, dumps it in. And Heiskanen back to try and work it the other way. Good pressure by Winnipeg. Will the Stars get it out? 2-on-2. 3-on-3. Well, now everybody's back. Tried to swing and Steele forgot the puck. Iafallo down on the low boards. All the way out. We got an icing. Let's see what the hits are. 46-19 Winnipeg. That's really been the difference, because if Dallas was hitting even a little bit, those stats could change. And if Winnipeg slows down at all, those stats will change. Or if not, the score will change. Winnipeg start playing the puck to their own players. I mean, it would be a lot easier to score that way, I tell you what. Oh, follow, putting pressure down low. Shot. Misses and goes all the way back to neutral. Dallas will reset. Heiskanen dumps it in, or dumps it to Granlund, who tries to get it to Hintz, storming the net. Hintz just... What is with Hintz just having to wrap up around the guy's head like that? Hit him. Bissell takes a hit from Niederreiter. Great turnover off a sloppy pass. Perfetti trying to make a move. There's that Sagan cross-checking. Up to the top of the high circle towards the net. Everybody got hit out in front before the puck got there. Good grief, dude. Shane shuts down a shot from the high point. DeMello on the low point. Oh, a lot of bouncing around. Another shot misses the net. Dude, God, this is a battle. And the Stars are finally seem like they're getting sick of it. Oh, taking another shot, but forgot the puck. Trying to clear it, and he forgot it. Lot of swinging and missing as the puck goes behind Hellebuck. Pretty big hit by Jamie Benn. All the way to the point. And Lundell throws it on Hellebuck to glove and save. So that should have definitely been a trip. Duchesne sitting there looking at the rush going, don't call me for that. So there was definitely a trip right in the center of the ice. Duchesne fucked that opportunity up. Put it in a dumbass spot. I don't really agree, to be honest with you. They're beating the living shit out of Dallas, man. Like, it's Dallas is beating them. That's the only thing. And again, they're only losing on offense. On defense, they're doing really, really well. They're just not doing a great job setting up in the O-zone. They're more just trying to get as fast as they can to get a shot on net and then hoping they can follow it up. But I wouldn't say that they look defeated. I mean, hey, every opinion is to each their own, but if they were to stop hitting, then I would probably agree with you. Right, but it's just they're trying to score. They have more shots than Dallas. You know what I mean? Like, their offense isn't looking great, but they're still doing better than Dallas, just not on the O-zone time. Like I said, they're getting shots on net and trying to play the rebound. And I think if they could take some time to set up, it would be a little bit better opportunity for them. But they're not trying to score, you know what I mean? That's the thing. That's why it's like they're fighting in the zone. The greatest day, but without scoring, you're fucked. I see. Let me see. I mean, here's the thing about Florida. They hit a lot, but they didn't block shots for shit. they didn't let up a whole lot of shots on goal, which I'll give them that, which again is their defense. But I mean, they won less than 40% of the faceoffs. The shots they were taking weren't strong shots. And Wool went long stretches without facing a shot. So it's like Florida, in my opinion, and again, if you thought Florida looked great, shout out, dude. That's all good. Everybody has their own opinions. But to me, Florida looked shitty. Like, not in a, they looked bad. They were so focused on hitting and trying to beat the shit out of people that there were a lot of times where they just didn't play hockey until it got later in the game. Like I said, that's kind of my opinion. I mean, Florida had 22 shots. Toronto had 31 blocked shots. So they weren't they weren't taking high quality shots. Like Bob Roski was doing a lot more dancing in the crease than Wool did. Yo, what is with the connection right now? Why? First of all, why am I still at 30 frames? I swear I changed that. And on top of that, I should be at like 7,500 kilobytes. I'm at fucking, what's going on right now? Hang on. Not what I wanted. I just noticed that my stream is not what I saved it. Oh, you know what? I probably changed it this morning before I reinstalled Windows. Okay. I got to remember to fix that. See them getting little good scoring chances. Kind of. In my opinion, it depends on Florida more than it does on Carolina. Like, I think Florida can beat Carolina. Like, Florida's offense against Carolina's defense, I think, like, it's not by much, but I give that edge towards Florida. But Florida has to come wanting to play hockey instead of getting a fight. Like, that's the difference between the last game where they lost 2-0 and the game before where they won 6-1. I mean, granted, there was a lot of bullshit, but Toronto didn't want to play hockey. They wanted to beat the shit out of people. Florida had a little bit more want to play hockey. Well, last game, Toronto wanted to play hockey and Florida wanted to be a bunch of bastards and just do a lot of shit that didn't need to happen. Now, on top of that, they also went 0 for 4 on the power play. Right? But Carolina, and the biggest thing is if Florida keeps not scoring on the power play, that'll be the big difference against Carolina. Because Carolina's penalty kill has been fantastic. You know, like, insanely good. I'm trying to find it right now. That's not it. Team stats. Do I not have a team stats? Do I really have to wait until then to see that one? I thought I could come back here and see it. Yeah, I got to figure out what the that's not what I wanted. Penalty kill percentage. Yeah, Carolina right now through the first 2 rounds of the playoff has a 95.5% PK. And Florida, I believe, has a 23% power play. So you're right in a few of the senses that at least Shifley trying to make a move. Sorry, I'm too worried about that. I'm worried about a stat that doesn't even matter yet. That'll matter in a couple of days. We'll go back to the game. And not what you're saying, what I'm saying. I drifted. Just a great job hauling ass by Shifley. And let's see. I want to see the stick. Who was on the other side? Nope. Perfetti. Just a good. Kind of went across the hands, but not a slash, not a hold. That was just good defense to keep that stick tied up. All right, Haskin trying to work it behind Ottinger. I was trying to wait till I could see who I was looking at. Haskin through. Duchesne to his left. Ben behind him. Puck comes out front after some chaos, and Winnipeg gets it out. All right, Labushkin from his own zone. No, that's Cece, sorry. Down to Haskinen. Kicked up to Hintz and kept out by Winnipeg. Like I said, Winnipeg's defense looks really, really, really good. I mean, they're definitely more exciting on their own side of the red line, but really like to start. They need to start getting a little bit more time in the O-zone, start catching rebounds. Battle for the puck down low in the corner, in the low corner of the Winnipeg zone. Good Lord, my brain stopped. Comes out towards the net by Granlund. Ends up on, yo, what's up, Mel? Saw watching a few minutes ago. Where's Morrissey? Did something happen to him? Yeah. Who was he? Who was it? I want to say it was Marchment. But they went into the corner and Morrissey came up behind one of the guys. I think it was Rantanen actually. Kind of in the process, kind of took down Rantanen. And as Rantanen fell, he fell on Morrissey's foot and it twisted his foot. And then he came away holding his knee. So I'm guessing he either dislocated his knee, tore a ligament, tore an MCL, something insane like that, because he was putting zero weight on it as he went to the bench. And then he stood there for half a second and then went back into the tunnel. Like I said, it looked innocent enough. How did Ottinger just make that save? Oh my goodness. How did Otter just make that save? Dude even went back, went like this. Yeah, that's real bad, Mel. That was not Otter making, Otter made a good save. That is 100%. Why would you put it there? Why? Appleton. That's why Appleton's doing this with his stick. It's not because he's mad or oh my God, how'd you save that? It's because he had 10 square feet to shoot at, and he shot it right to the goalie. He'll be dreaming about that one. Jesus Christ, this is cold water, just so good right now. Oh, I did get gifted. The shout out to Rise. Take a little break. Just want to give a shout out, a thank you They hooked me up with these today. Rise Dispensary in Henderson on Boulder. I got a couple 100 milligrams of gummies. They were very kind. That was something I actually wanted to do, though. Take a quick look. How much of these normally is all I really want to see. $8, okay. Dude, I can't believe this shit's only $8. You get 25 milligram hash tablets for $8. 100 milligram THC shots, like, dude, for $12. I haven't looked at prices in a while on gummies and drinks, and they are fucking. I like them. I like what I'm seeing. Shifley up the high boards, gets the pass to Morrissey. Pionk. Or that's, oh no, that's Fleury. Puck left to Fleury. He shoots quick. And it ends up in the low point. Trying to go down the low boards. Nobody for Winnipeg back. Lardy trying to force something, but the Stars get it out. 7:50 to go in the third. Stars live money line is still 140. Huh? The Stars should win this game. They're in Dallas. Like, and I know that doesn't always mean win, but it's like if the officials called this game the way they should have started calling it at the beginning of the game, this would be a very different game. Wow, off the post, almost beats Hellebuck to his stick side. That was insane. I can't believe he didn't make that. Winnipeg in. And Dallas out. Like real big shout out to the Jets for sure. I'm very surprised by what has been taking place this game. Oh, that was just a straight up cross check. Who is that, Bischel? How'd I know that it was Bischel that just came and straight up cross checked the shit out of it, dude? Mel? It is the winner. I mean, there hasn't been a power play, and it's an elimination playoff game. Not a single. There's been one that was potentially called, but that was Winnipeg's first score. Winnipeg's first goal came on a delayed penalty. There hasn't even been a consideration of a penalty since. And I mean, like, Marchment left his feet twice. There were two hits that were really good hits. However, he left his feet twice. The first one, he was a foot and a half off the ground. Like, it was unbelievable. No calls. The ref warned him not to leave his feet, and Shifley sitting there going, fucking make the call. Like, you could see them. Insane. There was a play where early in the game, Dallas came into the Winnipeg zone. Hintz passes it to his left, gets about 20 feet, like well beyond what is a fair hit, and gets cross-checked to his ass. Like, should have been a cross-check, should have been an interference. He gets up, puck comes around, shot comes by, he goes to chase the puck, gets tripped. So there were two penalties on Rope Hintz in about 6 seconds that were blatant as shit and didn't get called. You had the late penalty was a high stick that you had to call because the entire world would have said that you were being bribed. Otherwise, it has been obnoxiously bad. I don't know if they'd say we get to the final. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. The sidebar. I've been watching too many trials. New Final Destination movie coming out. It is going to be horrible. It is going to be obnoxious. I will never watch it again, but I will sure shit watch it the first time. The Final Destination, like, if you want to know, I mean, Final Destination movies, everybody knows what they're about, but if you want to watch them without watching them, that's what every frame of pause is for on YouTube. They got every single Final Destination. You can go, and it's like watching with your buddies, and it's just them talking shit. It's great. Already down 3 goals. Nah, Hellebuck is that blessing. He's been fantastic, but it's not even, I mean, their defense has been really good. You know what I mean? Like I said, they're not scoring, but that doesn't mean they're playing bad, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, you know, like, because I really don't think Winnipeg has been playing bad at all. They've got 50 hits to Dallas's 25. They've got 17 blocked shots. The only problem is their giveaways. They're losing the puck too easily. Besides that, they're ahead on shots, 21-16. Like, what's the stoppage? Um, Puck behind Hellebuck. Everybody battled for it. Sagan, Duchesne, DeMello, Pionk, Nemestikov just battling. Bullshit. Good no call, ref. Good no call. And you Dallas bastards can bitch all you want. That was a beautiful no call. That was not a trip. That should have, that damn, or if they were going to call it, okay, an embellishment too then. Shot by Dallas from the high point to the low boards into the corner. I can't see it. Duchesne leaves it down to Sagan. Sagan leaves it off to Marchment, who takes a pretty good hit. Excuse me. Marchment goes to shoot a great back check by who is that, DeMello? That was a great back check. CC from behind his own net with 4:20 to go. Plays it. Dallas and their fans. There it is, Mel. There it is. I do not disagree. And here's what I'll say. I say it about everybody, okay? Any of them. Of course, not all. However, in general, predicted Alabama being good this game because he had nothing to lose, yeah. No, I mean, absolutely agree with you on that. Plus, coming back 4-0 in Winnipeg, like, you've been bad on the road. You've won twice in Winnipeg without giving up a goal. Like, you know, Hellebuck knows he's got it. He just has to get it. You know, he's got it. He just has to do it. Not get it. The Donov takes it deep. Getting it down low out front, and the backhand wraparound chance does not connect. Up to the red line. Can't get it in. Back to Winnipeg zone. Sandberg. What the? Oh, going for a change. Everybody had to stop. That's just not paying attention. And then what the hell was that from Shen? What in the world? Rantanen gets it to the high point. Back to Rantanen, circles around down on the outside of low circle over to Heiskanen. Sorry, that was high circle. High dot. Shot. Dude, what the fuck is happening right now? It is absolute chaos. Like this, it really is the last ditch fight of two hockey teams that are absolutely going nuts at each other, but it looks so sloppy. Backhand by Granlund. Oh, dude, that's just Hellebuck making a great stop there and getting very lucky on the backhanded follow-up right here by Granlund. The spinning shot could have easily hit someplace different, kicked back into the net. You don't agree with Winnipeg being good defensively? Okay. Hey, more power to you, brother. They more lucky at Hellebuck being good. They have 17 blocked shots. Dallas only has 18 on net. Like, you know what I mean? The defensemen and the forwards have as many saves as Hellebuck does. That's why I really can't agree with you on that. Like I said, man, hey, more power to you, brother. It's no hate. My appreciation for you doesn't change, but I cannot agree with that. Left back shot and stopped out high. The high point shot came flying in. Minute 10 to go in the third. This one, I disagree with you 100%. Like, if that's what you're seeing, then that's what you're seeing. But I cannot agree with you. Not even close. Like I said, we're obviously seeing two different things, but I do not agree that they are losing every defensive battle. That's about to be. Dude, there are just bodies laid out all over the ice. Velarde trying to get it across. Good skates by Steele. That's like, here's the thing, man. This ain't basketball where goals come easy. You know what I mean? And in the same sense, defense doesn't mean, oh, there's a trip. They almost made it out. But like 15 or defense doesn't mean every time you meet at the blue line, you keep them out. Like, it's just hockey. I mean, I'm telling you this because you've told me you don't know much about hockey. Hockey is not like a lot of the other sports. It's really not that straightforward. That is such a weak tripping call. I'm sorry. It is. His hand hit his skate, but that is so weak. First penalty of the game comes in 15 seconds. Dallas and Winnipeg, the first penalty of the game. Again, Yuri, you're never going to convince me because apparently you and I are watching different games. I do not agree with you. It's just plain and simple. Again, I've got no hate to you. I still appreciate you. Still happy you're here, but you will never convince me that I am watching what you are saying. I completely disagree. That for that call to be the first penalty is horseshit. That is terrible. Terrible. From what I've seen all game, you're going to call that a penalty. I do not like it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, after once we go into overtime, I'm taking a minute. I'm a step out, have a stoke. Harley at the blue line. Johnston back to Harley. Harley shoots. Stop by Iafallo. Back to Harley. 4 seconds. Shoot the puck, dumbass. Comes around the back, and we are at intermission. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to try and do this quick because I want to get back quick. So I will see you guys briefly I'll see you guys after intermission, but before the start of overtime. It's going to score on this power play in overtime. This sucks. You never know. We'll see, Mel. We'll see. I'll see you guys soon. We're back, guys. We're back. Timer was a little bit behind. We are here. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Jets need to get very lucky, which they can do. They can do. I did at least do that. All right, here comes Dallas. Johnston tosses it deep. Pionk back. He'll send it around the high boards. Kept in, poked out. Lowry doing good. Minute 25 on the power play. Wyatt Johnston in. Tipped away by Lowry, but to a green jersey. Duchesne sends it to the point. Heiskanen to Rantanen. Back to Heiskanen on the point to the high dot. Back to Heiskanen. Back to Rantanen. Shot. Stopped by Hellebuck. And cleared. 60 seconds to go on the Dallas power play. Shots at 23-18 Winnipeg. Closing in on 60 seconds gone in overtime. Dallas into the zone. That was a pick and a half on the mellow from Hintz. That was bullshit. Hintz misses the net on his shot. Jets have it in the low corner, coming up the low wall, and it's out. 30 seconds to go on the Dallas extra man, which I forgot to do that. 20 seconds as it's dumped in. Pionk to the corner, battling Granlund. Comes across to Hartley, and Hartley scores. That is it for Winnipeg as Scheifele hangs his head in the box. And though Scheifele scored the first goal, he becomes the reason that they go home. One of the reasons. It's not on him. He did what he had to do. The reason that I don't like that call is because there's been 10 other tripping calls that weren't made. And like Pops has a point that it's a breakaway opportunity that gets stopped. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the call. I can understand either way. I can understand Winnipeg and everybody else being pissed about it. I can understand the call being made, even though I disagree with it. Again, it's a breakaway opportunity that got stopped because of it. Dude, you also came in, like, how did you start off talking today? Asking questions and then telling me that you don't know anything about hockey. Or you don't know much about hockey. Like, that was a power play. That's not even, like, just Jets defense. That's a penalty kill. Like, okay. Like, you think whatever you want to think, buddy. Like, that's the whole game. Cool. If that's what you saw this whole game, I could not disagree with you more. But go ahead and think that, man. As far as I'm concerned, it really doesn't affect my opinion. So if that's what you think, bro, that's what you think. All right. So looking forward to tomorrow. Florida at Toronto for Game 7. 4:30. We've been at 5 o'clock. They can't get it out. That's okay. Then you and I definitely did not just watch the same thing. You clearly, we did not watch the same start to that overtime. You're saying they can't get it out. Cool. 4:30 tomorrow, Florida at Toronto. So Game 7, we will be here. And looking forward to that one. That one should be a pretty wicked game, the same way that this was a wild game. We'll just see if the refs do the same, keep the whistles in the pocket, or see if they go the opposite way. But 4:30 tomorrow, and then do they have the next series set up yet? They should, right? Or are they going to give Florida and Toronto a couple days? So that game's not happening. So yeah, no schedule yet for round 3. We'll wait till we come back. So yep, 4:30. See you tomorrow.